What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. It is your boy Matthew Shack live here in Los Angeles. Welcome to Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Breaking news. Breaking news. Per Adam Schefter of ESPN, Chip Kelly has now been fired as the offensive coordinator of the Las Vegas Raiders, effective immediately. First things first, salute to the Unfiltered Nation. Salute to the Unfiltered fam. Salute to the Mod Squad. Salute to the goons in the chat. Run the likes up. Keep the likes at 50%. Last but not least, tip. Bartender, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I'm gonna tell the absolute truth because that's what I do. Telling the truth is what I do best, bro. Telling the truth is what I do best, bro. And what have I always told you? I've always told you that the shield chooses its own, bro. I've always told you you might be able to fool some of the Raider fans some of the time. You may be able to fool some of the Raider fans all of the time. But what you'll never do is fool Matthew Shack Unfiltered. I told you from the beginning Chip Kelly was not a Raider. I told you from the beginning Chip Kelly was not the answer. I told you Chip Kelly was trash. I told you he wasn't it. I told you he was trash. I tried to warn you guys. But you know what? It's always good that I stick to what I say and it comes true, bro. I have to give respect and props to my girl Sarah K. Scott. I'm laid in my bed, man, eating me some chocolate chip cookies. I'm watching the rest of this blowout game. I just finished watching my Lakers barely win. She texts me with an Adam Schefter link telling me that Chip Kelly's fired. I get up. I throw on some dope ass Matthew Shack Unfiltered. Go get this at Matthew Shack Unfiltered, the Mad Max. I threw on my shit and I came on here to tell you what. I told you guys. This right here is the truth serum, homie. You don't get to come over here and be fake and phony. You don't get to do it. Every year somebody gets their ass booted. Every year somebody gets kicked in the mouth. It never fails. You don't get to come over to my squad and bullshit. You're going to lose your job fooling around with this right here because you're going to get fired, bro. Every year somebody gets fired. Every year the offensive coordinator gets fired, bro. Every season. And I told you, bro, you can't fool us over here. We never, ever approved of Chip Kelly, man. I told you I didn't like Chip Kelly from the beginning. I told you from the jump. He was boo-boo. I told you I never felt Chip Kelly after he pulled that shit when he was the head coach over there with the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay? When he pulled that shit with Riley Cooper, if you remember the Riley Cooper incident, when he was caught on tape saying the N-word with the hard ER at the Kenny Chesney concert and came back to a team that had Jeremy Maclin, Shady McCoy, and Deshaun Jackson, and he swept it under the rug, and then he got rid of everybody, bro. Then he went to the 49ers and stunk up the joint. I told you, man, I didn't like that dude, okay? But I told you I don't root against my own. I don't root against my own, bro. If you're on my team, I don't root against you. But everybody can get a critique. Everybody can be critiqued. But I'm not going to root against you while you're on that field. But I told you, Chip Kelly was never, ever approved over here, man. And a lot of you channels and a lot of you guys out there came over here and told me that I didn't know what I was talking about. Haven't you noticed that every time you come over here and you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, I know exactly what I'm talking about. Only for the guy you swear is not going anywhere. The guy who you swear is gonna be here. In spite of me, in spite of this, they get their asses kicked in the ass with a one-way bus ticket the hell out of Las Vegas, Nevada. I can't make it up, bro. What a beautiful day, dog. Yeah, we lost. Yeah, we're 2-9. But now the person who is absolutely responsible for my offense is gone, bro. He's out of here, dog. He's gone. You're not going to keep taking money from us. Who's the next person, bro? Who's next? Somebody. Heads are rolling right now, dog. I was just in Vegas this week. I was just in Vegas a couple of days ago. Okay? I came home on what, Tuesday morning. Heads should have been rolling then. Heads should have been rolling weeks ago. Heads should have been rolling during the off week, our bye week, so we can get things going. But it doesn't matter, dog. Your boy Chip Kelly is now in the soup line. Get your big round ass up out of my building. Get your ass off of my field. Take off that shit. Take off them headset. Take your raggedy ass plays with you. Get the hell out of here. Hell wrong with you guys, bro. The shield always protects real Raiders, bro. Always protects real Raiders. We had 5 real Raiders play today. Okay? We were just on here. 5 real Raiders. And if you can't recognize the 5 ones I'm getting ready to name, then you need to get out too. I wish I could kick some of you Raider fans the hell out of the fan base too. Okay, to go with Chip. You could roll around, go to In-N-Out Burger, go get you a double with extra pickles and get the hell out of Las Vegas. Number 1, Ashton Genty. Did you see the look on his face after he scored the only touchdown? He didn't look happy. He's like, damn, I'm out here getting my head knocked in. These raggedy ass plays. That's the first dude. Second of all, Trey Tucker. I mean, damn. He had 4 touchdowns that he didn't even get the ball. Just running past everybody. Geno throwing it to the hot dog vendor. That's number 2. Number 3, Brock Bowers, the best tight end in the league. You can't tell because he never gets the damn football. Okay? Number 4, Jeremy Chin, punching the ball out. Number 5, A.J. Cole, protecting a damn touchdown when he's the kicker. I'm happy as hell Chip Kelly's ass is out of here. Get your big fat ass off of my football team. You should have never been in the first place. And I'm going to tell you this shit right now, bro. I'm going to tell you who fired his ass. I'm going to tell you right now who did it. It wasn't John Spytek. It wasn't Tom Brady. It wasn't Pete Carroll. It was Mark Davis. Mark Davis fired his fat ass and got him the F out of here, bro. That's who did it. Mark did it. Mark is the person that does the firing, bro. Mark said, call Pete in the office. Have a seat, Pete. Pete's like, what's Mark? What's up? That dude? Who are you talking about? Chocolate chip cookies? Get his ass out of here, bro. Get his ass out of here. And you know what Pete did? I'm right on it. Walked right out. The meeting was short. The meeting was short as hell. The meeting was not long. That meeting was 30 seconds. Get him the F out of here now. We're not paying him $6 million. Do you know he's the highest paid offensive coordinator in football, bro? Do you know Chip Kelly getting $6 million a year? Josh McDaniels is a 6-time Super Bowl champion offensive coordinator. He's not getting that over there. You think Robert Kraft is paying him that kind of money, bro? This dude brought a whole college offense to the pros, bro. A college offense that can't get shit done. This ain't Ohio State, fool. This ain't Ohio State. Are we playing against Auburn and shit? Are we playing against who are we playing against? Are we playing against Alabama? No, dog. We lost to the Cleveland Browns today. For all you guys that were talking shit about Shedeur Sanders, you just lost to Bronny James today, bro. How do you feel? How do you feel, man? For all that shit you talked about that kid lit you up for 200. A 66-yard touchdown pass. Okay? And then your guy, Geno Smith, who Chip Kelly picked, who Tom Brady picked, who John Spytek picked, and who Pete Carroll picked to be your starting quarterback, he can't do shit but get sacked 10 times, dog. Shedeur Sanders got sacked once. Shedeur Sanders got sacked 1 time. Once, bruh. And it was by Malcolm Kuntz. It was not by nobody else. Meanwhile, Geno got sacked 10 times, bro. Okay? Now, This is where you find out who's the casual in the group. Because what I hear from a lot of you guys is the offensive line is trash because of Brendan Carroll. Brendan Carroll is the offensive line coach. So you're going to put two and two together and come up with 16. I said two and two and come up with 16 and say, since he's the head of the offensive line, he's the offensive line coach, it's his fault. But if you know anything about football, if you ever played football, if you ever played Madden and you were good, the person who sets up the blocking assignments and the blocking schemes and the zone blocking and the individual blocking and the stunts and all of that is the offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator is in charge of the blocking assignments because of why? Because he sets up the fucking plays. That's why. So all Brendan Carroll was doing was relaying to the team what Chip wanted them to do in the blocking game. All that people out of position you've been complaining about. Oh, JPJ's out of position. Oh, man, Parham's out of position. Oh, this person's out of position. Oh, that person's out of position. Who do you think did it? Who do you think put JPJ at guard? Who do you think put Jordan Merritt at that center? Who do you think moved all these pieces around? Who do you think did it, bro? The person who sets up the blocking assignments. Who sets up the blocking assignments? The guy who runs the plays. Who runs the plays? He's the guy that sets up the offensive scheme. So when you guys were running around coming to me telling me to fire Brendan Carroll, I'm looking at you guys like you guys should be sitting in the playpen somewhere, bro. You should be in the sandbox playing with the kids because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Brendan Carroll still has his job. Okay? Doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Chip Kelly, fired. He's the F out of here, bro. Okay? Now, what are we going to do now? We're going to continue to get our faces kicked in. You think it saves us? We're 2-9, bro. We're 2-9. It's over. We're not going to no playoffs. Barring the absolute miracle, bro. Okay? We run the table, we'll be 9. We'll still be what? 9 and 9-6 or whatever, but we lost too many games to teams that are in the AFC. Too many people ahead of you, bro. You lost too many AFC games. Do you know that we lost the AFC game today? We lost the AFC game. That's an AFC game. That helps us that messes us up. That wasn't a interconference game. That was an AFC game. Mark ain't paying that dude no more money, bro. Mark's like, Mark Davis fired him. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what anything you hear, bro. When it comes to firing people, Mark is the guy who fires folks. I don't care who you try to act like. Nobody called TB12 and asked him, yo, man, should we fire him? Nobody called TB12. TB12 found out the way we found out. Via ESPN. Ain't nobody called 12. 12 don't know what the hell's going on. Okay? He has no idea. All right? Pete Carroll hit him up and said, Chip, that's it. And you know what? You know what Chip did when he found out he got fired a couple of minutes ago or an hour ago or whatever? Let me tell you what he did. He did just like this. Thank you, bro. Thank you for letting me get the hell out of here. Chip Kelly has been waiting to get fired. Why? Because he is on the short list for the Penn State job. Penn State wants Chip Kelly. All these teams in NCAA want Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly ready to go. That's why Chip Kelly was in there doing whatever, dog. Chip Kelly was doing what everybody else does who comes to your shit who ain't a Raider. Saboteur. Sabotage. Sabotage your shit like everybody else. Put Chip Kelly next to Ask Tom Telesco. Put him next to Josh McDaniels. Put him next to Dave Ziegler. Put him next to Gardner Minshew. Put him next to Jimmy Garoppolo. Put him next to all those guys that you swore in your life was going to come over and do some shit. Nope. Chip Kelly isn't sad. He's not mad. He's glad. Now, you are in a full teardown. Your team at this point, your team The Las Vegas Raiders are they're in a fire sale right now, bro. They're looking in. Anybody need anything, bro? We're trying to sell these tables and chairs out of here. We're trying to sell some of these extra footballs we got around here. We got some cleats that maybe you guys might want to buy. It's eBay going on over there, bro, in Henderson, Nevada, bro. It's eBay going on. It's Craigslist going on. They're getting rid of everybody, bro. All these dudes running around here today, if they're not one of those 5 guys I named, and they're not on the short list of the people after that, they're not going to be back. They're gone, bro. Daniel Carlson, he done. I think it's a wrap. I think Daniel Carlson is done as a Raider. Salute to Daniel Carlson, but you got to go, bro. You can't be missing all those field goals, though. Can't do it. All these other little projects, they ain't going to be back. Devin White, as much as y'all was on his sack, not coming back. Whole bunch of these dudes, they gone. Kai Blue Kelly, not coming back. Eric Stokes, not coming back. A lot of these dudes out of here. Your team is being tore down to the damn foundation, bro. Okay? They're demolishing your shit as we speak. You do not have an offense at this point. This isn't a happy day to celebrate. This is me completing what I do, which is getting real Raiders out of the building. I mean, getting fake Raiders out of the building. That's my job. I always do that. Haven't you noticed every year I get rid of somebody before y'all realize that he's gone? Haven't you noticed I do that every year? Every year I do it. Every year, bro. Every year I fire somebody. The shield tells me in advance, and I just wait. Lay back on my hands. Shaq, it ain't Chip Kelly. It's Chip Kelly, dog. Oh, man, Chip Kelly calls great plays. No, he doesn't. It's Geno. It is Geno. But you can't get rid of Geno. You can get rid of Chip. Geno next. Geno going to walk away with $66 million, but shit, that's what we do. We give it up. It's just like the girl in the hood. You want a dry spell, man. You take her for a Happy Meal and give her a damn what they call a Bartles and James, and you're clapping. Is that an accomplishment when everybody can give her a Bartles and James and everybody can give her some Boone's Farm and clap? That's the point. So right now, we're getting ready to play the Chargers. You do not have an offensive coordinator. But you do. Okay? And that offensive coordinator is on your staff, and his name is Mark Trestman, remember? Isn't Mark Trestman there? Mark Trestman was there being what? It's laying in the cut. It starts tomorrow, bro. Mark Trestman for the 3rd time is going to be the offensive coordinator. I haven't even heard the name yet, but I know he's there. I'm pretty sure he's going to be the offensive coordinator, but you're still going to suck. Mark Trestman, not Greg Olsen. Mark Trestman is on that staff. I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's there. I think he was like a quarterback's coach or something. But Mark Trestman has been the offensive coordinator for the Raiders more than once, more than twice. But right now, you do not have an offensive identity. The creator of your offense is fired. The creator of your offense last year with Luke Getsy, fired. The offensive coordinator the year before, fired. Every year you fire your OC. Every year you fired your special teams coach. There's only 4 coaches. There's your head coach. There's your offensive coordinator. There's your defensive coordinator, and there's your special teams coordinator. Tom McMahon was fired last week. Chip Kelly was fired this week. You only have 2 people that are left. Pete Carroll Patrick Graham. That's it. Who's next? Who's next? Somebody else is getting ready to get booted next. But salute to Mark Davis for stepping in. Mark Davis just happened to walk in. He walks into his mansion and he sees a whole bunch of craziness going on. He just like, what in the hell's going on at my house? He's been over there with the Aces, over there chilling. He comes in just to, let me just see what's going on with the Raiders. Pulls in. People swinging off the damn balconies and shit. Other fans of other teams just spray painting the damn Death Star, running around, butt naked on fire, screaming, Shador! You don't think that rub Mark the wrong way, that the guy that he actually at one time thought was going to be a Raider cooked his team in his own shit? Remember? Remember when he saw Shador Sanders at the Aces game and he said to Shador Sanders, you might be already home? Remember? Less than a year ago? And now that same guy who all y'all who talk shit to me told me Shador Sanders was going to get cut from the Browns, who also said that he was the fourth string and he's only in the league because of his dad, comes in that stadium and cooks the shit out of your starting offense. He cooked your starting defense. He cooked your starting D. Never started an NFL game in his life. You just launched his career. You just launched Shador Sanders' career. And you don't think that pissed Mark Davis off? Y'all be really thinking Mark is soft. Mark just don't say shit. But if you haven't noticed, Mark swoops in when you sleep, Mark's swooping in on your ass, bro. He the kind of person who waits for you to fall asleep, then he hits you in the head with a crowbar. Get your ass up out of here. Once again, I was right again. Stop doubting us over here, bro. Stop it. We said this when it happened. We told you he wasn't it. We told you from the beginning. We told you Eugene wasn't it. We tell you everything over here. If you're not subbing here, you don't want to know the truth, bro. You don't. You just don't. And you don't have to know it. We'll just leave you in the dark, bro. You'll be the last to know. Chip Kelly, get your ass up out of here, bro. Who's next? We ain't done. We need to get rid of a shit ton of people. Only problem. Who do you got that's going to fix it? Who do you got? You don't got nobody, bro. Nobody wants to be a part of your shit show. Nobody wants to be a part of this circus, bro. You know the circus is bad when the clowns don't even want to work for you, bro. You got a circus and the clowns don't even want to come over and be a part of your shit. Nobody wants to fool with you, Raider Nation. Nobody wants to fool with this team, dog. At all. Not at all, bro. No good coach. You got the oldest coach. You had to go get somebody who's on Geritol, who was at the old folks' home to come and be your coach, bro. Nobody wants to coach this shit, bro. Nobody wants to be quarterback over here. Nobody wants to coach over here. This isn't a good look for the Raiders, bro. It shows dysfunctionality. It shows lack of continuity. It shows lack of control. It shows lack of opportunity. It's lack. This entire franchise is L-A-C-K. Lack. And you know what? You guys allowed all this shit as a fan base. You allowed it. I didn't allow it. You know I didn't. You know I told you. I've been telling you forever, bro. I get it right every year. Every year I tell you somebody ain't supposed to be here, bro. Every year. I try to let you know in advance. But nope. You guys look at the glass half empty when it's empty, bro. This offense was never gelling, bro. We told you in training camp they wasn't getting shit done. We told you back in August. Told you. Because we were at training camp and a scrimmage. I said, man, offensive line is boo-boo. Put a one in the chat when I told you back in training. Before preseason, I told you it was trash. Start lining the ones up because you know I did. It's on this channel, too, for you new people, some of you tourists that are just floating around. Y'all mean to go over here and do your homework, what we do over here. All we do is get it right in advance, okay? I don't know where you guys came from. I don't know where you came from. I don't know if you came from the grocery store, if you came from the strip club, spending all your money. I don't know where you came from. But now that you're here, you need to do your homework and understand over here, we do the shields work in advance, bro. I told you in August. I told you several things. I told you offensive line is boo-boo. Told you that. Before the first preseason game, I told you Brock Bowers was hurt. I told you he wasn't 100%. I told you that. I told you that the second string offense of the Raiders was cooking the first string defense. I told you the secondary was trash. I told you the linebacking core wasn't doing shit. I told you the strength of that defense is the D line. I told you that. You know I did. Okay? And then I told you Chip Kelly was not it. Told you guys that, man. I told you that college offense doesn't work. And we explained why it didn't. Over here, we actually know football. We just don't report the news. We know the shit, and we say it in advance. Let me just recap for you guys, some of you new booties that are walking around here, bro. Okay? The reason why Chip Kelly's offense does not work in the National Football League isn't just because it's a college offense. It's because the way that he structures his offense is based on screens, throwing to the flat, and the hash marks in college football is shorter than in the pros. The pros, it's longer. The field and the parameters are the same, but the hashes are closer together. The seam is thinner. So guess what? When you throw something to the numbers in college, you're not even to the numbers in the pros. So that's why every time you see him throw a pass, people are already there, bro, because they're not even going out wide enough. They're not even wide enough or going out further enough. Then when you see Ashton Genty getting stuffed, same shit. Okay? You got a college blocking scheme dealing with Myles Garrett's, dealing with TJ Watts, dealing with the people, the Danielle Hunters. You're dealing with real savages that are out there playing pro football, bro. And you're running a damn college style bullshit ass offense. Okay? That's why it didn't get done. Then the blocking scheme. All right? Absolutely toasted today. But with that being said, you're still a shit show. You're still a shit show. There ain't nothing that you can do that's going to change that, bro. Your season is over, and now it's officially over, bro. Because now Mark Treshman has to come in, or whoever else comes in, Joe Philbin, or whoever they're going to do. Now they have to try to piece together this offense, bro. Chip Kelly knew his offense. His offense sucked, but he knew his offense, bro. He knows his offense better than anybody. The terminology is Chip Kelly. This is why when you say fire somebody, a lot of you guys need to get your head popped, okay? Because you don't understand that by getting rid of somebody, you don't get rid of what they have established. The terminology is Chip Kelly's. The plays are Chip Kelly's. The packages are Chip Kelly's. The formations are Chip Kelly's. The personnel groupings are Chip Kelly's. Okay? Everything's Chip, except Chip's not calling the plays. The structure of the plays, the terminology of the plays. When Geno's in a huddle and he says X right 42 blast, that's his terminology. You don't get to change the terminology. Everybody knows what X2 42 blast is. Okay? You're still running X2 42 blast. Okay? The two back to the four hole. Pause. Okay? Nothing changes. The only thing that these guys can do is try to change it up. Try to change the groupings up. Try to run shit differently. Try to run 12 personnel. We didn't even run that today. We didn't even run 12 personnel. Okay? Like I said before, man, you got rid of Chip, but you didn't get rid of Chip. You got rid of Chip in 3D, in 4D, but you didn't get rid of Chip in 1D, that damn play sheet. You can't learn a whole new offense in less than a week. You done. You're still going to be calling Chip's offense. And next year, what are you going to be doing? Installing a brand new fucking offense again. Every year you installing a new offense, bro. every year. Every year. Every year. You don't have no continuity at all, bro. Now we got to learn a whole new offense. Who's going to want to be your offensive coordinator now, bro? Who? Name them. You had Cliff Kingsbury, but ask Tom Telesco fooled that. He messed that up because he didn't want to give him 3 years. Gave him 2. Magic Johnson said, come over here to Washington Commanders. We'll give you whatever you ask for. The top offensive coordinators ain't coming. They ain't fooling with you, dog. And they ain't fooling with this fan base that's going to turn on you quick. No loyalty at all, bro. None. Y'all turn on your own mamas, bro. That quick. So let's not get too happy that Chip's gone, bro. I'm just happy he's gone because he wasn't a Raider. But that doesn't fix my problem. That doesn't fix your problem. We're 2-9, dog. Don't you think it's a little too late for this? Don't you think it's a little too late? Don't you think it's too late, bro? We ain't won a division game. We got a 6-game losing streak. Now you firing people? For what? Because Mark said fire him. That's the only reason, bro. Pete Carroll wasn't firing Chip. I don't care what comes out. I don't care what comes out of nobody's mouth. I don't care who says it. I don't care who. You can name whoever you want to name, bro. I ain't gonna name them on here, but you know any of the people you respect, any of the beat writers that you respect that write for the Raiders. You can name them all day. I don't care who you name. I don't care what channel you watch. If they're not saying Mark Davis didn't pull the trigger on this shit, then they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Mark Davis pulled the trigger on this. This is a Mark Davis move. He didn't go and fire him. He didn't go and call him in the office, but he told Pete, get him out of here. I guarantee it. He's over there looking at Prime, skinning and grinning. Prime is like this. That's what it is, bruh. This is absolutely ridiculous, but we're right on par, bro. We're right on par. We're right on par with doing some Raider shit. I mean, damn. I feel sorry for y'all, man. Y'all got to go to work tomorrow, man. Y'all got to go to work tomorrow. Y'all got to listen to all your little coworkers. They're gonna be on your ass like back pockets. Pause. They're gonna be on your headpiece. They are going to be clowning you tomorrow, bro. Not only did you lose to Bronny James, who's only in the league because of his dad, remember? And make sure you go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com and go get that Shedeur Sanders shirt because there is one and it's up. We been had the Shedeur shirt. I was just waiting. Not only did you lose to Bronny James, you lost very badly and you fired your offensive coordinator. Do you know that Shedeur Sanders got Chip Kelly fired today? Huh? He didn't? Yeah, he did. Shedeur Sanders outplayed Geno Smith today. By far. It was not even close, bro. It wasn't even close. Shedeur Sanders, the guy who you guys talk so much shit about, the guy who was colluded against by the National Football League, allegedly, who got pranked and got picked 5th. In the 5th round, 143 people picked before him got your OC fired today, bro. Because your OC couldn't get a 12-year veteran who's a 2-time All-Pro and a former comeback player of the year to hit the side of a fucking barn. For weeks. And it couldn't have happened to a better group of people. One day you're going to understand there's a way to win as a Raider. You see all of these on this hat right here? All of these are mine, bro. I could flip my hat around as much as I want, bro. All of these Super Bowls is me. See what it says? 3-time Super Bowl champion. If you ain't a 3-time Super Bowl champion and you're on here and you think you're a Raider expert, okay. We'll let you go ahead and believe that. But some of us actually have hardware to prove it. Real Raiders win real Raider games. Let me say it again. Real Raiders win real Raider games. You're not going to win without real Raiders. You don't have real Raiders in management. You don't have real Raiders on your coaching staff. You don't have real Raiders on your offense, your defense, and your special teams. You're going to be 2-11. 2-10 or 2-9, whatever our record is, 2-9. You're going to be 4-12. You're going to be 4-12. Okay? You keep making the same mistakes over and over and over again, bro. And you expect a different result every time, though. Okay? Every time. Real Raiders win real Raider games. Who's the last people to win you anything, bro? The people you talk the most shit about are the people who win for you. This goes to show how loyal the fan base is. The people who actually win for you and put their shit on the line, y'all don't like them. Y'all like all these other fools that come up in here, bro. You like the girl that cheats on you with your best friend, that runs you into the ground, that steals your wallet, that runs your credit card up. You like her. But the one that's faithful, loyal to you, dog, bring you chicken soup and your funky ass is sick. You don't like her. You got Stockholm syndrome, man. You like the tormentor. Whoever's tormenting you, that's who you roll with. Not me. I know who got my back. Real Raiders, bro. When was the last time you were in the playoffs? I know you didn't win, but when was the last time you had a playoff appearance? Rich Bisaccia, a real Raider, who didn't get a chance to run it back because y'all wanted Josh McDaniels. Remember? Come on, Shaq, he's a 6-time Super Bowl champion. I was like, dude, do you remember what he did with the Broncos, bro? What are you talking about? See what happens when you let the enemy in, bro? When you let the enemy in your shit, that's what happened. When was the last time you beat the Chargers? 63-21. Who was your coach? Antonio Pierce. Come on, bro. You ain't beat them since. You ain't beat them since AP beat them. Why? See, y'all don't want to hear me. You don't want to hear me talk. I'm going to tell you the truth. When was the last time you won an Arrowhead? Matter of fact, when was the last time you beat the Chiefs? Antonio Pierce. See how that works? The two guys you shitted on the most are the only two people who ever did anything for you. The rest of these guys didn't do nothing. I see Chucky on here. What did Chucky do? Chucky didn't do shit. John Gruden didn't do a damn thing. He was your coach 4 years. He didn't even have a winning record. None of those years he was here. But y'all carry his sack over your shoulder. Come on, John. Come on, Chuck. Something wrong with y'all, man. Something wrong with you guys. But luckily it ain't me. All right? You're not going to win anything, Raider fan. If you're under 41, you don't have nothing to cheer for. You don't have a Super Bowl win. You don't have no playoffs. You don't got shit. And you know why? Because you guys don't want to listen to us. You don't want to listen to the OGs. You think you can do this on your own, bro. You think you can tank your way. You think you can free agent your way into this shit. No, you really have to draft your people. You have to draft your Raiders, bro. Who are the people that I named that balled today? The last 2 first-round draft picks you had were the only people who were doing anything out there as far as the last 2 years. Ashton Genty, didn't he just score you a touchdown, bro? He's the only person that scored as far as a touchdown is concerned. And Brock Bowers, who didn't get the ball enough to do shit. Those guys are Raiders. You don't got to worry about them. Max Crosby's a Raider. You don't got to worry about him. A.J. Cole stopping touchdowns. It would have been worse. You had 11 people on the field and the kicker had to make the tackle. What are you talking about? Like I said before, man, you guys don't have no loyalty, no respect, no type of love for the people that are busting their asses. All you guys do is act like you know everything, but you don't have nothing, bro. You don't have a pop the piston, a window to throw it out of, dog. You don't have shit. You don't go to the games. You don't support the team. All you do is sit in your tighty whities and complain and Twitter finger your ass to death. And criticize guys like me who just went and spent $1,600 to go to a damn game that we didn't even win. Because that's what I do. It is what it is. But guess what? Chip Kelly's not going to be here, but he's happy. Don't laugh at Chip Kelly. Laugh at yourself. He just took a good $4.5 million out of your pocket. He walking away with 4 meal tickets. 4.5 meal tickets, bro. That's like you walking into the club and you walk in and the damn person at the door gives you 4.5 tickets to buy whatever you want in there, whatever drinks you not. You got 4 or 5 drink tickets. You know what I would do when I got that shit? I'm going around to get 4 or 5 girls. I'm getting one, and I'm gonna get the rest of these girls. Hey, you want to go get a drink? Hey, yo, that's what I'm gonna do. Your drunk ass is keeping them for yourself so you can get faded. That's the difference. Chip Kelly gone, bro. Now what? Now what, bro? Time to celebrate. We're making the playoffs for sure now. Nah, we're in big trouble. Big trouble. Offense isn't going to get no better, bro. Still the same players that quit out there. I ain't even out there trying, bro. It is what it is. Let me read you guys' comments. But shit. Chip gone, bro. But was Chip ever here? Not to me. Oh, and did you guys see the video? Did you see the video of Geno Smith running off the field? Did y'all see that? Did y'all see Geno Smith running off the field, flipping off the Raider Nation? Did y'all see that? Why don't you do yourself a favor, man, after you see me and we read these comments for a while, you can go and go find that video of Geno Smith running off the field, flipping off Raider Nation, giving you guys the finger. Because he doesn't love y'all hoes. Geno don't give a, he don't give a rat's ass. He's here to get paid, and that's it. He flipped y'all off. Remember when he flipped off that Seattle Seahawks fan and everybody thought that shit was cool? He just flipped you off too. Difference is you got to pay him. Can't make it up. Don't have to make it up. Okay? That's the guy who's out there leading your team. A guy who flips the Raider Nation off because he said, blame me. We're doing what you told us to do, Geno. Remember, Eugene, when you said, blame us. When your kid's sick, blame Geno. When the car's not working, blame Geno. We're blaming you, bro. You told us to. Now you're flipping us off. Okay. Salute to Geno Smith for keeping it a buck. I like the fact he did that. I love the fact he did that. That's why every time he got hit today, when Myles Garrett was hitting the shit and kicking his teeth in and kicking his back in, I was like, keep him out there. That's why he didn't get benched. That's why Pete Carroll's leaving him out there. You got to get paid the big bucks, right? You're gonna get pummeled. 10 sacks. He got hit every time. Good. Stay out there some more, bro. I want $42 million worth of hits, bro. I want you to take all that shit. I want you to be frustrated. I want you to throw interceptions. I want you to fumble the ball. I want you to hold the ball too long. I want you to refuse to run. I want all of that. But your boy Geno just flipped you off. And you know who else is flipping you off? Chip. He's flipping you off too. Let me read you guys' comments. I ain't going to be on here long, bro. Okay? I just had to come on so I don't get fined, bro. And tell you that I was right again. I'm not going all the way back. I'm going to start with somebody that I want to talk to. See, who do I want to talk to on here? Miss Patrice. What's going on, Patrice? Hey, Patrice. Chip Kelly was your boy at Oregon. This ain't Kansas. This ain't Kansas no more, Patrice. Okay? He ain't in Kansas anymore, Toto. He gone. Good riddance. And that shirt, that hoodie's up too. I mean, the sweatshirt. You can go get that. Bill already picked it up. Salute to Bill Holloway. Bill Holloway picked that shit up first. Bill's always first. Okay? All right, man. Who else is on here? Justin Saw. What's up, Justin Saw? You've learned so much about being a Raider, bro, and since you've been with me, man, over here, dog. You've learned that you can never outrun the shield. The shield's gonna catch you when you ain't expecting it. He gone, bro, because he needed to be gone. He was over here bullshitting, bro. Over here not adjusting nothing, bruh. Okay? Ashton Genty on that bench, the way he was looking. Mark Davis like, okay, that's enough. Let's get him out of here. I don't want to pay you no more. But he still walks away with $4.5 million. He's going to fly to Penn State. He's going to sign that Penn State deal. He's going to run out with Penn State next spring. Watch. Okay? Judge Starr said Chip Kelly didn't really give a damn. $350,000 a week. It's going to get higher than that. Chip Kelly's going to be making more than that when he's a coach over there. Deion Sanders is making $18 million a year. Chip's only making $6. Making $6 with us. Chip's going to probably make about $20. He's going to make about $20 million a year. Not a bad little part-time job. He just had a little part-time job on you guys, bro. Did a little job corps on you cats. Okay? Straight up. All right? Okay, Mike Innonator in the house said, damn. All right? Whittington Thomas in the building. Okay, why not fire Pete too? What's that going to do? Let's not cut your nose off to spite your face, bro. You got rid of Chip Kelly. All you did was pop a couple of pimples on your face. Now you want to cut your nose off. Who's going to coach your team? Who's going to want to come over here and coach the Raiders, bro? Fire him for what? Who's going to be the coach? Don't say Patrick Graham because he ain't ready yet. Patrick Graham is being groomed to be, in my opinion, he's being groomed to be the coach because he survived 3 regimes. This is his 4th offensive coordinator he survived. Okay? I think Mark Davis is just hoping that he'll stay until Pete gets this shit together and Pete's ready to retire. That's what he's hoping. But Chip Kelly can always, PG can always leave. He almost left last year. But I don't think he's ready to be the coach. And why fire Pete Carroll? For what? He came to a dumpster fire, bro. Your team sucked. You were 4-12. You weren't good. It ain't like he fucked it up. He didn't do a Josh McDaniels where you were a playoff team and he came over and next thing you know, you're 4-12. Josh McDaniels ruined your team. He messed your team up. He made your team worse. So I don't see why fire him. What's that going to do? Who's going to be your coach? Nobody wants to be your coach, bro. Nobody. Mike Vrabel didn't want to be your coach. Ben Johnson didn't want to be your coach. Nobody wants to be your coach, bro. Because of the fan base and because of the team and how it's run and how dysfunctional this shit is. Nobody wants to come over here and do that. You had to go get an old man to be your head coach. Now you're going to fire him, bro? I mean, you're getting to the point where you don't have nobody else, bro. You fire everybody. Then you expect somebody to run McDonald's. You fire the cook. You fire the guys on fries. You fire the people in the drive-through. Now you're doing everything. What's Mark going to do? What's Mark going to run the team? Mark going to be the coach. Mark going to be the OC. You can't fire everybody, bro. You guys think firing's the answer to everything. It's not. The answer is having continuity, having people who you can rely on that's going to be the coach, bro. Look at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers are a baton of security and of continuity, bro. In my entire life, the Pittsburgh Steelers have had 4 coaches. Since I showed up on this planet, they've only had 4 coaches. You've had 4 coaches in 4 years. Okay? They've had 4 coaches in almost damn near 60 years, bruh. 4. And every one of them has won a Super Bowl. Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Omar Epps. Matter of fact, has only had 3 head coaches, not 4, excuse me. 3. Mike Tomlin. They've had 3 coaches in 60 years. 3. You've had 4 in the consecutive years. That's why Pittsburgh's always winning 10 games. Have you noticed that? They always win double-digit wins every year. They may not win the Super Bowl, but they go to the playoffs every year and they win 10 games. Why? Because they don't do what you guys do. They don't try to fire somebody every time something doesn't go their way, bro. You won't even fire your girl who ain't doing shit, laying on her ass. You work a 12-hour shift, you come home, she ain't even cook no spam for your ass. You ain't got rid of her. You keeping people who ain't doing nothing for you personally, and you trying to fire coaches. Can't make it up, bruh. All right, man. Straight up. Pete don't run the offense. He don't. Okay? All right, man. Straight up. All right. Reading you guys' comments, man. Some of y'all ain't going to read y'all comments because y'all say the same thing all the time. All right. Winton Thomas said, Major Raiders, sorry. He said that travesty last week was enough for me. Hey, man. Major Raider is a real one, bro. We don't go because they win or lose. Major Raider don't go to the games because we win or lose. He goes because he's a Raider fan. That's what you guys have lost. If you either you never had it or you lost it or you still have it. I'm a fan of the Raiders, bro. I'm not a fan of our record. I'm not a fan of whether we win or not. Yeah, I want to win. That's important to me, but I'm a fan, bro. My job is to go and play my position in Raider Nation. Y'all don't know how to play your position because no one taught you how to play your position. You ain't learned shit from nobody. Okay? No one can tell you anything. Nobody can tell none of these content creators and all you other people. Y'all ain't learned shit. We try to tell you what to do. We're the ones with all the trophies. You don't want to listen to us. Your job as a Raider to cheer the Raiders and root for the Raiders, bro. That's your job. Your job is not to be circumstantial. Your job is not to be situational. Well, if they win, I'm rooting for them. If they don't, I'm done. We don't need y'all. Get the fuck up out of here. Walk, kick rocks. We're here to be Raider fans, bro. We're Raider fans. Win, lose, or die. Raider Nation till I die. Y'all don't live by that shit. Y'all full of shit. I see you guys commenting, complaining all the time. I'm done. Only to come back the next week. We're sick of y'all, man. Just leave. Don't say nothing, bro. This ain't the airport. Don't announce your departure. Just leave. We won't miss you. I'm a Raider fan, bro. I don't care what they do. I got my championships already. They're all over my beanie. They're all over. I'm good. Where's yours at? You got any of these? Do you got this one? Do you got this one? Do you got this one? You don't have none. So you can't come over us and tell us anything. We're the ones that are the leaders around here. We're the ones that are in the C-suite. We're the CEOs, CMOs, CFOs, CTOs. We're the ones running shit. We're on the board. Yo ass need to get back out there and stack those pallets. You're not on our level, bro. Stop telling us we don't know what we're talking about. Okay? I'm not reading dumb comments. No matter how much you put it down, I'm not reading that dumb shit you guys are putting on here. Smoking pots, what's going on? Sapping pots? Okay? Pete's son should be fired. Why? For what? I'm not firing my son because y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about, bro. I just told you who's responsible for the offensive line protections. I just fired the guy I needed to fire. I'm not firing nobody because you told me to fire nobody. I'm not firing my son for y'all, man. He didn't have nothing to do with it. He just doing his job. Y'all ridiculous. I'm not firing him. He don't need to be fired. Y'all just don't know nothing about football. Y'all don't know shit. All right. Straight up. Edward Chiplin, what's going on, dog? Why are you upset? I'm upset, bro, because he shouldn't have been in the first place. That's why I'm mad. Do you understand we had Cliff Kingsbury, bro? Like, did you see what Cliff Kingsbury did with that offense over there in Washington last year? They made the playoffs. Do you know Jaden Daniels won a playoff game, bro, as a rookie? Because of Cliff Kingsbury's offense. Do you know why I'm mad? Why I'm so pissed off? Because Cliff Kingsbury was the offensive coordinator for my USC Trojans, bro, when Caleb Williams won the Heisman Trophy. That's why I'm mad. Okay? I'm a USC Trojan fan. Cliff Kingsbury was calling the offense, and so is Major Raider. Major Raider is an alum. He went to SC. Okay? Fight on. We're way past y'all. When it comes to this shit, we are methodical. We thought it out. We understand it. We studied it. We have all our thoughts in place. We are not confused. Y'all are confused. I had Cliff Kingsbury as my OC. He just won Caleb Williams a Heisman Trophy. He comes to the Raiders, bro. A team that had nobody there to build with us, bro, to get us what we needed. A pro-style offense. And Tom Telesco, ask Tom Telesco, go get that shirt, still on the site. He ruined it, bro. We had a deal in place, a 3-year deal. He hit him up at 11 o'clock hour talking about, hey, we're only going to give you a 2-year deal. He's like, what are you talking about? Cliff Kingsbury already made an announcement that he was going to be the Raiders offensive coordinator. Already made an announcement. I was celebrating. Major Raider was celebrating. We were on here happy as hell. I'm like, man, our offense is about to be good, you guys. Nah, Tom Telesco didn't want that. He wanted to sabotage your shit and fuck your shit up, which is what he did. And you know what Magic Johnson did? The same guy who's a co-owner with the Dodgers. He's also a co-owner with the Washington Commanders, who had a relationship with Cliff Kingsbury, got on the phone and called Cliff. He said, hey, Cliff, come on over to us, bro. We'll give you that extra year. That was it. Click. Then you had Luke Getsy. That's how you got Luke Getsy, Raider fan, because you got sabotaged by your GM. All right? Now I got Chip Kelly. Then he comes in. I had Cliff Kingsbury. That's why I'm pissed. I have two raggedy-ass offensive coordinators 2 years in a row because of Tom Telesco. If Cliff Kingsbury would have got his deal, he'd still be here. That's how good he is as an OC. Not that great as a coach, but he's got, because with the Cardinals, he wasn't that great. But as an OC, he's hella good. Now I've had two bum-ass OCs. That's why I'm pissed. Okay, you said you wanted Shador? Me too. Okay. All right, man. So certain people aren't getting read for certain reasons. God, there's no job security with the Raiders. Don't be surprised if you see Pete next year. Who wants to coach a team that you have to look over your shoulder every week? Yeah, who wants to work a job like that, bro? Unless you got perks. I don't even need to know you guys personally. I know you've worked for a shitty boss before. I know it. You could have been throwing papers, bro, when you were a kid. Somebody was fooling with you, messing with you, and giving you a hard time. I don't care where you've been. You've always had somebody somewhere that did you the way they wasn't supposed to do you as a lead or a boss or somebody hating on you, bro. You were only there because you were getting paid or you couldn't do better. As soon as you could do better, you were gone. Chip Kelly is gone. He's gonna go back to college and he gonna live like a king over there, bro. All you did was help him get to where he was trying to get to this whole time. That's why he was just calling bullshit. Like, hey man, they're gonna fire me sooner or later. Okay? But nobody wants to come over here, man, when somebody's looking over your shoulder, bro. Breathing down your neck. And the people who breathe on your neck, the worst are the fans. The fans, y'all don't have no patience. You really think that this team's supposed to be good because somebody showed up. You don't want to give no opportunity to build, rebuild, fix things, figure it out. No other fan base is as corrupt as ours when it comes to that, dog. Y'all down for somebody, 2 games in, you ready to fire somebody, bro. Like, come on, man. Your team is horrible. Your special teams can't even cover nobody, bro. With the new kickoff rules, they can't cover nobody. Come on, man. But like I said before, man, that's on you guys. Good luck to you getting a championship. Good luck with you looking to get something on your fingers, bro. Good luck with that. Long as y'all act the way y'all act, it's going to be that way. Okay? Any real fans want the Suns have no idea it went down like it did. Hey, man, I wanted them. Okay? All right, man. All right, man. This calls for a celebratory drink. Yeah, Bill, and a celebratory cigar. All right? I think I'm going to go back outside and finish mine up, dog. Go out there, man. Sit out there and contemplate and think about what we're going to do next. But we got 6 weeks left. 6 games. And I'm going to watch every game, bro. All right, man. Straight up. Okay? All right, man. Boo Boo Kelly. Yes, sir. Okay, yeah, that's 4-4 before. I don't even want to read all of that. Okay, I'm not even talking about that no more. I'm not even paying attention. I accidentally read your shit. Now I ain't reading it no more. Okay? Okay? Ain't going to get worse either. Okay? Ain't going to get worse. All right, man. Okay, Equan's not going to fix all the problems, but the team still have personnel problems, bro. Tom Telesco made sure that everybody on your team was a free agent by the end of the season. He didn't sign not one person. Everybody was free to go. That's why Spillane's not here. You don't think he could use those tackles, man? Spillane had 100 tackles every year, bro. Robert Spillane had the 3rd most tackles in the NFL in the past 3 seasons, bro, when he was with the Raiders. You don't got that anymore. Okay, Patrice in the building. What's up, P? All right, man. Yep, he's cooked. What I think about Geno flipping you off? Salute to Geno, man, for keeping it real, dog. I don't have a problem with Geno flipping us off. Geno's been flipping us off with his play the last 6 weeks. He just confirmed it. I already said Geno wasn't fooling with us. I already told Geno don't care about us. I've been said that. Now he just made it official. Salute to Geno for proving me right again. I don't have a problem with Geno. Geno shouldn't have been here in the first place. It's called accountability, y'all. You got to be accountable for what people do to you. People do what you allow them to do to you. You know that, right? The reason why she talks to you any kind of way is because you allow it. You've been allowing it. You don't even understand what I mean by that. You ever been to go to your boy's house, man? Your boy tells you to come over, man, and watch the game. Hey, man, come over to my house, man. We're going to watch the game and shit. You go to his house and watch the game, and his girl comes home, and all she does is scream and scream at him the whole time you there. And he don't hear it. He just ignores it. What's going on in here? You didn't do anything. You didn't clean that up yet. Just screaming, and I'm just like, why am I here? He's just, yo, dog, da, 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 da. She's screaming and hollering. She goes in the room, boom, slams the door. I'm like, dog, what's up? What's up with all of that? Oh, man, she just tripping, dog. Don't pay attention to that. That's y'all. I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to go to the store, dog. I'll be back. There is no back. I leave. Oh, what you going to go get? Oh, man, I'm about to go get a couple of beers, man. What you want, man? You want a Heineken or something? Yeah, dog. All right. Ooh. I ain't listen to that shit. He lets his girl talk to him any kind of way. That's why she does it. Okay? He ain't gonna do it in front of me, though. I'm trying to watch the game, though. I'd rather go to Buffalo Wild Wings and watch it. I got so many of my homeboys that it ain't about being disrespectful. It's just about, look, man, don't be talking to me any kind of way. Say something. He don't say shit. Oh, man, don't worry about her, dog. She just tripping. Dude, she hear her screaming top of her lungs, bro. The past 45 minutes. That's the point. Geno showed you that he don't give a shit about Raider Nation. He don't give a shit about you. He ain't a Raider. Why you expect love from somebody who ain't you? Simple, man. You a chick. You a lick. It's what you are. You a sucker. You a sap. You a buster. We come in here, we take what we want, we leave. That's it. What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do shit. You don't got no pride, bruh. Real Raiders, you run out the door. Fake Raiders, you bring them in and let them take every fucking thing. I mean, damn. It's your fault. Y'all condone this shit. You're always sticking up for non-Raiders all the time. Real Raiders, you run them out. You don't know the difference between your family and your foe. You don't know the difference between the enemy and your friend. You don't know the difference. You got it all effed up. You got it. You game goofy. You hustling backwards. Geno is an op. And that's what he is, bruh. You tell us to blame you. We do. You flip us off. I mean, what are we doing? I'm glad he got sacked 10 times. I want Pete Carroll to leave his ass out there. Don't bench Geno. Don't bench him. Let him stay out there and continue to get his head knocked off, dog, because he wanted to be benched. Nah, dog, it pays the same, big dog. We pay you $42 million. Stay out there and take those hits. Stay out there, bro. Pete's like, Did y'all see when AOC was warming up on the sidelines? AOC was running, jogging in place. He was ready to go. Pete was like, oh, what you doing? Aiden, what you doing? Oh, man, Chip says I'm going in. I'm going in. They got the headsets. He's like, AOC, if you don't sit your ass down, man, you know we leaving Geno's ass out there, dog. Oh, we are? Yeah, man, we'll let his ass get hit some more. That's why he gets paid the big bucks, right? Leave his ass out there, dog. He want to hold the ball too long? Good. Let him get hit. It is what it is. I'm going to let him stay out there until he figures it out. Bill Holloway. Okay. Hey, man, Eugene, I ain't putting no Eugene. I'm not wasting my time on no Eugene shirts. That's not happening. Okay. All right, I'm good. I don't want that bad luck on my shit. Nope. Nope. All right, man. Patrice says glad he's gone. Okay. Oh, you got it? Okay, Patrice, I'm gonna go ahead and finish that up. Make sure y'all go to MatthewShackUnfiltered.com. Go pick this up. Go pick up the Charles Woodson. Yes, and we got the hoodie. I mean, and we got um the sweatshirt that's up right now, dog. Look at it. Even on the sleeves got Woody, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Everything's all good in the hood, bro. Okay. And here's the sweatshirt. Sweatshirt nice and you know what I'm saying? The sweatshirt, man. You know, you can go pick this up right quick, dog. You know what I'm saying? Charles Woodson on it. You can see him right there. So yeah, man, make sure y'all go get that, dog. And if you're a Shador fan, go pick up the Shador. Okay? All right, man. Yusuf, what's up, Yusuf? How you feeling, Yusuf? How you feeling, dog? I'm feeling pretty damn good. I need more people to get the hell off of this football team, dog. Because if I'm gonna be sorry, I want to be sorry with my own. If I'm not gonna win games, I want to win with my soldiers, bruh. I need to have real soldiers out there, bruh. I need my soldiers. If we don't win the war, we don't win the war, dog. At least I know they in that foxhole shooting at some shit. I know Max is shooting. I know Genty's shooting. I know who's doing what, bruh. I know who's out there really out there trying to pick some people off. Ba-ping, 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 ba-ping. I know who's out there doing it. Rest of the team, they running for the hills, bruh. Probably at Dre's right now, Dre's nightclub, turning up, dancing and shit. I know Max ain't dancing. I know Genty ain't dancing. I know they ain't at no club right now, hoisting no liquors up right now. I know it. Myles Garrett is a beast. Genty was pissed. Okay. All right, man. Patrice, appreciate you. Should have kept Norvin Scott Turner. You couldn't keep Norvin Scott Turner. You couldn't keep Norvin Scott Turner because you kept Patrick Graham. When a coach comes in, he wants his own people, bro. When a new manager comes into a company, he wants his people. When your company gets acquired by another company and the people come in, if you're fortunate to have your job, you're going to have new people there. You're going to have new management. You're going to have that was the bargaining chip that Mark said. Mark says, you can do whatever you want, but I want Patrick Graham. As long as I can keep PG, you can do what you want. That's why you have PG. But if you start saying, well, you can't even run your offense. Whoa. Wait a minute. You mean I got to have PG and I got to have Scott and them? Yeah. They're like, I can't do that, dog. Well, why are you bringing me in? No, I got to be able to institute my philosophy. It's another reason why people don't want to coach this team because your defensive coordinator is already locked in. Your DC is already locked in. When somebody comes into a new organization, they want to clean house. They want to bring in their people. But when you already got Patrick Graham already earmarked to be the defensive coordinator, it's hard for somebody to want to come in and say, okay, do I get to run offense? Yeah. Okay. Do I get to run special teams? Yeah. Do I get to pick my other assistants? Yeah. Do I get to pick my quarterback? Yeah. It's a lot easier. But you say, well, you can't pick your offensive coordinator and you can't pick your defensive coordinator. You know what you do at that point? You elevate somebody who's already in the team. That's what Al Davis used to do. Al Davis didn't want to get rid of nobody. So what did he do? When the coach got fired, what did he do? He took a position coach and bring him the head coach. That's why he did that. So he didn't have to disrupt his team. Okay? He wouldn't have to disrupt his team. But since you got rid of the offensive coordinator, who hired him? Pete did. Spytek did. Brady did. Brady signed off on this shit. He ain't getting away with it. All three of them cats signed on Chip Kelly. Who's going to be your offensive coordinator now? Mark Trestman, who's already on the staff, elevated up. Who became your special teams coach? The assistant special teams coach, elevated up. There's only one more spot left. Pete Carroll retired. Patrick Graham elevated up. Let him pick his quarterback. Now we got some Raider shit popping off. One slot left, y'all. One slot left. I wouldn't even mind if Spytek is fired put Pete Carroll at GM, move up Patrick Graham. Y'all don't hear me, man. I'm too much. I'm too much for you guys. That's what I would do if I was in that position. I would tell Pete, you need to be the general manager. John Spytek, kick rocks. I'd keep Sandra, of course. Salute to Sandra. I put Patrick Graham as the coach. Get me another defensive coordinator from somewhere else. PG, pick your quarterback. Move the hell out of the way. Let them do whatever it takes. 2 years, 3 years. Don't care what none of y'all talk about. Fire this person, fire that person. We didn't listen to nothing you're talking about. Now we got some Raider shield shit cooking because that's the Raider way. There is a Raider way, you guys. I know you guys don't know it. I know you guys aren't familiar with it. I know you're familiar with the Patriot way. I know you're familiar with Bang Bang Niner Gang. I know you're familiar with Bolts Up. I know you're familiar with the Walrus over there in Kansas City. Y'all know everybody else's way that they do shit. Y'all know the tush push. Y'all know all these things. But what you don't know is the Raider way. There is a Raider way. There is a rule book. There is a way that the Raiders win. I know you don't know it because you ain't seen it, but I've seen it. Bill Holloway's seen it. Whittington Thomas has seen it. Patrice has seen it. Major Raider has seen it. P-Dog has seen it. We've seen it, bro. And the way you win is that you hire your coach from within. You make him the positions coach. You make him the head coach. You let him pick your quarterback and you move the fuck out the way. And you let them do what they do. And you give them 3-4 years. And next thing you know, boom, you're a franchise and you win. That's what you do, bro. It's happened multiple times. But you guys don't know that because you guys think that you guys can skip the process by getting a free agent quarterback, not drafting a quarterback, and bringing in people with different regimes and thinking that's going to mesh with the Raiders. Raiders don't mesh with nothing else. We don't mesh with other shit. You can't hybrid our shit. You can't Patriot/Raider us. You can't Seahawk/Raider us. You can't Charger/Raider us. You have the Raiders across the board, bro. You have to draft your guys. Y'all don't draft good. Your drafts suck. You draft every draft, you get one baller and the rest are busters. You don't get nobody. When is the last time you hit on the draft multiple times? Where you hit multiple picks have been bam. Knockouts. You have not. You can't even think of it. You get one dude, maybe two at the most. The rest of them bums. The rest of them don't do shit. Okay? That's what I would do. But I don't own the team. All right? Straight up. Okay? Selmo. Hey, Selmo. What's going on? I got that Shadur up, baby. Let's go. Let's go, dog. I was looking for you. Okay? Like I said, man, Booty Bang, go look. Sarah K. Scott sent me the video. She sent me the video. And I seen Geno running off the field doing that. Maybe it was AI, you guys. I know y'all want to make excuses. Maybe it was AI, man. It might come out later that it was AI. It didn't look like AI to me. It looked legitimate. But hey, you got it. Okay. All right, man. Okay, straight up. Think Patrick will want out after this year. Pete's too much in this. I don't know what PG. PG always looking for a job. PG was a finalist on a couple of positions, but he didn't get it. But like I said before, man, that's the answer. The answer is to hire somebody from within and let them have their quarterback and move the hell out of the way. And that's the Raider way. We won 3 Super Bowls that way. Each one of these Super Bowls I've won was won by an assistant on the staff that became the head coach, who got to pick their own quarterback. Every one of my Super Bowls was of that character. John Madden was an assistant coach. He was a linebackers coach. Tom Flores was a quarterbacks coach, assistant coach. They got to pick their own quarterbacks. Madden picked Stabler. Flores picked Plunkett, and we won. The last time you won, any significant games. Rich Bisaccia was a special teams coach. He got put up to an interim, made the playoffs, didn't get a chance to run it back. And Antonio Pierce, the guy everyone swears on their life, doesn't know what he's talking about. Is the only person that has beat both of your division foes in the same season, and that was the last time you beat them. So what's the problem? Since he ain't shit, he doesn't know clock management. He don't know this and he don't know that. He knows Raider, and these other guys don't. You ain't won a division game since AP won on Christmas. Tell me when you won one. I'll wait. That was in 2023. You didn't win none last year at 0-8, and you've lost them all this year. I think there's something to that. You don't get to lose 12, 13 division games in a row and then say the guy who won your last two is trash. Something wrong with y'all. There's something mentally wrong. You must be on that powder, that angel dust. You must be on those perky perks. Something's wrong with you, dog. You really need to get a mental evaluation. You haven't won a division game in 2 years. And the last person you won it, you want to talk about him. You can't make it up. All right? Okay. All right, man. Mark knows his Bennington Thomas. Mark knows his venue. Revenue comes from him flipping the bird is not at the nation is the entire organization. You got to pay me anyway, dog. I get guaranteed $66 million. But this hurts Geno's credibility, bro. It's going to hurt him later. Geno's not going to be a starter no more. Geno Smith's not going to be a starter anymore unless somebody gets hurt. Tyrod Taylor's better than him. Let's just keep it a buck. I saw Tyrod Taylor today. He was balling. Patrice, I think Pete got Chip fired. I know Mark fired him, but I definitely think Pete was dry snitching. I mean, shit, when it comes to keeping your job, sometimes you got to dry snitch, bro. I mean, it's not hard to see who's not doing their job. Is it really snitching, Patrice, if you're at your job and this person over there, let's say Pam is over there effing off. She's doing everything she ain't supposed to do, and then they call you in the office and say, hey, Patrice, how you doing? Just wanted to say, man, what do you think about Pam? And you think that we're kind of hearing some things, what are you going to do? You going to lie? You going to say, oh, well, yeah, man, she's doing everything right. When they told you, we know what's going on around here. We just want to talk to you and see what you think. Well, yeah. If your job ain't shit, it's different. But your job's paying well, mortgage is being paid, cars is being paid, school tuitions is being paid and shit, vacations, 401k, stock options, shit. You gonna say the same shit? Yeah, she ain't doing what she supposed to do. All right, man, I ain't trying to be the one, but since you asked, I'm sorry. Nah. Okay, you can go back to your cubicle and continue to have your career. Yeah, Pete did that, but Mark already knew it. Okay, Mark knows enough football. All right. Okay, smoking pots. Damn fine commentary and check. Only thing that seemed to disagree with Derek didn't impress so much. But Miles is ahead of the view he had. Doesn't matter about impressing, bro. It matters about who did sit for you. I just told you, bro. I just told you. Derek Carr is not an 8. Derek Carr was probably about a 6. But Derek Carr was loyal. He did what he needed to do. You got twos and ones. You ain't doing better. You got to play to your level, dog. Water seeks its own level, bro. Like I said, man, you're not dating Chloe. Chloe's not messing with you, bro. She's above your pay grade. You better go down there and mess with Amanda, man. Amanda might have some pock marks in her face, a little pimply, might be a little overweight, but she's cool. She nice. She treats you nice and she likes your ass. You don't have no better than that. You don't get to act like that she's not good enough for you when you don't got nobody. Like I'm saying, you're the Raiders. Let's keep it $150. Okay? Stop acting like everyone wants you. Everyone wants to be down. Nobody wants to be down. Okay? All right? You ain't done good since. Okay? Oh, you didn't say that? I don't know, bro. I'm tired, bro. I'm sleepy. Man, I'm tired and sleepy, bro. I was on 5 hours earlier, now I'm on again. I've been on an hour and 15 minutes. I'm tired. So if I make a mistake, man, just let me make it. I'm tired, bro. Okay? I got to keep coming on here behind these funky-ass Raiders. I'm tired of shit. Okay, Bill said back to the shield. All right, man. Equan. Okay, about time to let that clown go. Yeah, a little too late. Y'all. Okay, we ain't tanking, man. All right, man. Who we got better than DC? Nobody, right? Who we got better than AP? Nobody. Real Raiders, real homies. Like I said before, man, these guys, they have to live in their own mediocrity, bro. These fans And these damn content creators, you guys running around following these dudes, man, that's always talking shit about AP and talking shit about all these people, DC and all these other folks. They don't got shit. You guys don't have nothing. Y'all ain't a champion at all. You don't even got a division title. Shut your asses up, man. Stop acting like you know more than us. We know what we're talking about over here, bruh. Sick of y'all, man. Okay? I've got the wins and the losses. I got them both. That's right, Bill. Yeah, you fit up that split personality, dog. I'm not wasting that split personality on no damn Raiders. I ain't doing that, dog. I'm smoking myself. Cliff Kingsbury was messing with us. Cliff Kingsbury signed with the Raiders, and come on, man. I gotta know y'all homework, bro. Cliff Kingsbury made an announcement he was going to the Raiders. And Tom Telesco changed it from a 3-year deal to a 2-year deal. That's common knowledge. Everybody knows that, bro. What are you talking about? He wasn't messing with us. He was signed. Telesco changed the terms. Stop. Who won between the Ducks and the USC? I didn't even get a chance to see the game. I got to record it. Matter of fact, don't tell me I got to record it. All right, man. Okay, real ones go to support this team. Ask Tom Telesco, classic shirt. Still applies. Okay? All right, man. Telesco was on a revenge mission. Yes, he was. He was, dog, but what did he get him? He's not in the NFL. Josh McDaniels is in the NFL. Dave Ziegler's in the NFL. He's with the Saints. You know who's not in the NFL? Ask Tom Telesco. Okay? All right, man. Chiefs fans don't want to fire Andy Reid after no loss. You're just making stuff up as you go along, bro. Stop it. We got a Chiefs fan on here. Smoking Potts is a four-time Super Bowl champion. He has the 1969 one. He ain't never said nothing about Andy. He lives in Kansas City. Stop, man. We have real Kansas City Chiefs fans on here. They don't want to fire Andy Reid, bro. You never hear the Chiefs fans talk about firing Andy Reid. I don't know where you're getting that from, bro. Okay? Stop. All right, man. Yeah, man, I'm getting tired, dog. All right, man. Yeah, man, what's going on? What's going on? Major Raider, it's always good to see you, big dog. Fernando. Shaq knows the fans like to say fire them all. I mean, come on, bro. Like I said, they won't even fire their significant other that treats them like shit. You know damn well, man, you said you was coming home at 6 o'clock. You came in at 6:30. The top lock's locked. Go. Come on, let me in. Come on, Mary. Stop tripping. Some of y'all claim y'all so gangster, man, but when it comes to y'all, girl, your relationships, you're not. Carlos said, Raider fans to 76, so I know how it feels to win. Hell of a feeling. Ain't nothing trumping. Nothing trumps being a Super Bowl champion as a Raiders, bro. I understand. I get it. Y'all Dodger fans are over the moon, bro, but you would trade every Dodger championship for one Raider, one of these. It's not the same, bro. It's not the same. The Dodgers aren't hated like the Raiders. The Dodgers aren't maligned like the Raiders. You win a championship. The Raiders win the championship. Do you know everybody who's not a Raider fan is mad? You don't even know how that feels to walk around and everybody mad as fuck that you won. Everybody ain't mad that the Dodgers won. The Giant fans are mad. I mean, I'm a Yankee fan. Yankee fans ain't even really mad, bro, because we're even. As far as World Series is, the Dodgers have lost to the Yankees more. Okay? And in my lifetime, it's 2-2. My first 2 championships, I beat the Dodgers. The last 2, I lost to the Dodgers. We got to run it back. So I don't hate the Dodgers. Dodgers is my third favorite team. After the A's and the Yankees and A's and then Dodgers. I like the Dodgers. But I don't like them more than the other 2 teams. But there's no hatred there. Raiders? Shit. Who loves the Raiders who ain't a Raider fan? Nobody. Just imagine you're the world champions. You get to tell everybody, kiss your ass. Every part of your ass. I'm the world champion. They don't like that. They don't like seeing somebody they absolutely hate win. That's why they love when you lose. The amount of hatred that you get for being sorry, just imagine how the hate would be if you're good. You're the world champions, bro. The Raiders win a Super Bowl, bro. Do you understand that this world's the football world's going to be flipped? Everybody who made a living off of hating the Raiders, they're looking crazy. Mike Florio's looking crazy. Al Michaels is looking crazy. Colin Coward's looking crazy. Stephen A. Smith looking crazy. All these punks are looking crazy, bro. Ryan Clark. All these dudes are looking crazy. You win the Super Bowl. That's why. And those of us who have Raiders Super Bowls will tell you nothing beats that. I don't care what you're talking about. You could be basketball, football, basketball, hockey, college. I don't care what you did, baseball. Nothing beats being a Raider fan and being the world champions, bro. The whole season you get to tell everybody you're the champ. They can't take it. You'll lose friends, bruh. When the Raiders win the Super Bowl, you're going to lose so-called friends when that day happens because they ain't going to like the fact that you won. Long as you not winning and you sorry, they'll be your buddies and homies and you'll be invited to the damn bowling alley and the bowling team and shit and the softball team. But as soon as you win, there's going to be people on that team ain't going to like you no more, bro. Because you're going to be walking around here doing some shit that they didn't want. And that's the point. So I got 9 World Series championships with the Yankees. I'd give them all up for one Raiders Super Bowl. But I don't have to give them up because I get them all. I got my 9 in baseball. I got my 17 in basketball. I got my 3 here. I don't have to give up shit. I got them all. But you don't get to act like that ain't more important. But you'll find out when you win one. You ain't going to be the same. I tell Justin Saw all the time, you win a Super Bowl in your lifetime when you're rooting for the Raiders, your whole shit changes. Your swag changes. Your DNA changes. You even smell different. It's a whole different situation, bro. It's different. Okay? One day you'll get it. Too many good players gone, I agree. All right, man. Yusuf, just let ALC play the rest of the year. Nah. For what? Nah, man, let Geno stay out there and continue to get hit, bro. Do y'all understand he just flipped you off, bro? Do y'all understand that he just flipped you off, dog, in your own shit? The quarterback of your team, the highest paid player in the history of the Raiders. You know that, right? You know Geno Smith is the highest paid player in the 65-year history of your team. Ran off the field after playing like that, losing to a whole rookie, losing to Bronny James, and he flips you off as he's running in the tunnel. You want him to be bailed out by AOC, bro? I don't. I want him to stay out there and continue to get his ass hit. That's what I want. I want him to continue to figure it out, continue to throw passes into the ground, continue to throw interceptions, continue to slam his helmet on the ground. I want him to be frustrated the rest of the year. I paid him for the whole year. He's going to play the whole year. That's what I'm doing. Salute to Pete Carroll for understanding that. Nah, you don't get to be bailed out, bro. No. Okay? We're not doing that. All right, straight up. All right, man. Hope we get a better OC. I hope so, too. Won't be this year. Okay? Al Jordan in the building. James, never thought to see the Raiders be this bad. This is the worst the Raiders have been. This is the worst 5-year span that I've ever seen. I've been around half a century, plus a half a century. I've never seen the Raiders this bad, and we've had bad football teams, but this is bad because the lack of competitiveness. These guys ain't even competing now. They're not even competing, dog. You got literally 5 guys. You got 22 players on both sides of the ball and not counting special teams. So you got what? 33 players that are playing without rotationals, starters. 5 out of those 33 are playing football. 5. Can't make it up. Okay. Geno is a Judas. I wouldn't even give him that kind of respect. Okay. Geno needs to get off the shit. There's no I in team. My Steelers are going through the same thing right now. Well, the difference is you got leadership. You got a first ballot Hall of Fame quarterback. You got a Hall of Fame, a Super Bowl winning coach, and you guys got continuity. 3 coaches in damn near 60 years. Y'all don't got these problems. Steelers don't fire everybody, bro. Why don't you look at other teams and see what they do? The teams that beat your ass, they don't fire people. Just you. Just you. Andy Reid don't get fired. Kicks your ass all the time. Mike Tomlin don't get fired. He kicks your ass too. Like I said, man, learn something. All right, man. Geno never didn't see a coverage he didn't like. Oh, yeah, he throw it in triple coverage, quadruple coverage. Okay? Skip over some of y'all, man. Get my ass in the bed, man. PG's long overdue. Well, man, like I said before, man, sometimes the Raiders move too slow, bro. Somebody's gonna figure out Patrick Graham's a coach, and he gonna be out of here. Yeah, AP was a real Raider, man, and supporter of this channel too. Okay, salute to Coach Pierce, man. Still my coach, man. All right, okay, straight up. All right. Think right before Chip got fired, things got ugly in the locker room. I heard something about the locker room shit, but I really don't think Chip Kelly had anything to do with the locker room. I don't think Chip Kelly be in the locker room, to be honest. He doesn't seem like the guy that'd be in the locker room, bro. He's not the guy that'd probably poke his head in and leave. Like, he doesn't seem like he's going to be rah-rah with none of those dudes, bro. Have you heard anybody on the Raiders talk pleasantly about Chip Kelly? You know how you talk to players and they talk about, yeah, Coach Kelly, blah, 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 blah. No, the only time I heard about Coach Kelly is when he tried to change Genty's stance and F this stance up. Show me, get into a basketball stance, Genty. That's how you carry the football. Ruining his stance. What did he do? He went right back to the Michael Myers stance and started running all over the place. Chip Kelly, man, like I said, man, come on, dog. All right, man. Yeah, I'm gonna get up off of here, man, in a couple minutes. Okay. Yeah, gotta stop firing folks, man. These guys know what they doing, bro. Like I said, they won't even fire their cheating ass girlfriend, bro. They won't even do that. Okay. I'm keep telling the truth because that's all I know. All I know is the truth. All right. Mario Ruiz, man, sounds like sweet right there, man. Pete gone, PG, elevate, time will tell. Well, man, like I said before, you know, you're supposed to do what works. Getting up in the morning, clocking in on time, doing your job, clocking out is what you're supposed to do if you want to keep a job. If you've had a job longer than a couple of years, you've been doing it right. Now, spend a couple of days not doing it right. Come in an hour and a half late for a week straight. See what happens. You'll ruin all your good deeds for the past 3 years in a couple of days. You can ruin your shit just like that. It takes you years to build a reputation. It only takes you seconds to ruin it. Your reputation with the National Football League, as far as coaches and general managers and players, is trash. Your reputation is horrible. You can't afford to keep firing people, bro. You got to keep some people aboard. You got to keep Pete there. Pete got to stay. Because nobody has any respect for your franchise, bro. None. And without other people, you don't got nobody. You're going to have college coaches coming in. You already did that. Nobody wanted to be your offensive coordinator, dog. You brought in Chip Kelly because he was the only person that took the job and you had to overpay him to do it. Now what? Like I said before, man, can't make it up. All right, man. I'm going to read a few more questions and I'm going to get out of here. Geno came into the league a bum. Yeah, but he was young though, man. I mean, there's a difference between being young and bum and being a 12-year veteran and a bum. I mean, who are you going to give a pass to faster? Somebody who's running around being a knucklehead? Hey, man, how old are you, bro? Oh, man, I'm 14. Oh, man, shit, you young, bro. You still trying to learn. Hey, man, how old are you, bro? Oh, man, I'm 34. Who you going to have more respect for? You have more respect for the 14-year-old because he's 14. He ain't lived a life long enough. You 34 and you still walking around, bro? Still walking around being a knucklehead? Yeah. There's something wrong, dog. You walking around 55 years old. You walking around being an ass hat. Something wrong. You walk around and you 13. It's different. Okay? I mean, a little kid, man, a little Similac child, man. You don't know what the hell you doing, man. You gonna try to talk to the kid. Come here, kid. Come on, dog. This ain't the way to go, bro. How old are you? Man, I'm 13, man. Come on, dog. I was 13. When I was 13, I was doing this, dog. Blah, 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 blah. Hey, dog. Woo, woo, woo. This was gonna happen, dog. Blah, 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 blah. And if you got something to give him, yo, man, why don't you come by the shop, man, tomorrow, man, give you a little job, man. You know what I'm saying? Come by the barbershop, man, I'll let you sweep up the hair and shit. Get off this block, man. I'll hook you up with some money, dog. If you need some money, man, I'll hook you up with some money. Come over here and work with me. That's what you would do with a 13-year-old. But a 44-year-old, you ain't doing that. So Geno might have been a young dude, 20, 21, 22 years old coming in the league, not being that great. But now he's 34, bro. He's 35. And he's getting paid 66 million guaranteed, 42 per. Different. It's worse now. He shouldn't be playing this bad. Okay. Said it's all over IG. It's very real. He was smiling when he did it. Okay, there you go, Patrice. I mean, he flipped y'all off. What y'all gonna do? What you gonna do about it? Y'all gonna keep that same energy you had for Derek Carr, somebody who was in his Bible who never did anything to you. You guys excoriated him and tried to emasculate him and all of that shit. You don't got that same energy. That's why I don't have respect for you guys, because you guys go at hard at the person. It's the person who's gonna pick on the person who you know ain't gonna fight back. The person who you know ain't gonna fight, you slap him in the head, kick him in his ass, and do all of that. But the person that'll slap the shit out of you, you don't want none of that. You didn't keep that energy for Minshew. You didn't keep none of that energy for Jimmy G. And now Geno's being demonstrative and flipping you off, and y'all don't got that same energy, bro. Like I said before, man, I can't believe you guys. You guys aren't to be believed. You guys aren't to be trusted. You guys ain't really about be this Raider life. Y'all need to turn in y'all shields, bro. If you ain't as angry as Geno Smith as you've been at Derek Carr, who you knew wasn't going to do nothing to you, who was going to be golly gee willikers to you guys, Geno's like, fuck y'all. You ain't said shit. Don't talk to me, man. Unsub me. Get off my channel. I don't want you here. Because you ain't going to keep that same energy, homie. I know you're not. I don't see nobody up in arms about that shit. All right, man. A few more questions, man. We beat KC with AP. You ain't seen a win from Kansas City since. Andy Reid ain't called a coach of y'all's yet, but he called AP after that win. He called AP. Yo, AP, good win, da-da-da. Man, you had us stop. He had us where we were going, bruh. Y'all figuring out reasons to get rid of somebody. He doesn't know clock management. Fool, he wins when you clock management don't win you games when you don't win, bro. Y'all stupid. Winning wasn't important to you. You wanted what you wanted. Salute to Champ Kelly, bro. All right, man. Chip out of here, man. Chip go and do what he need to do, man, which is whatever he wants. Geno's not the most hated man in the nation, bro. I think Pete Carroll's hated more than Geno Smith. Keep it a buck. You know how I know? Because I talk to thousands and thousands and thousands of people every day, bro. Not just on YouTube. I talk to them on Facebook. I talk to them everywhere else. I see Pete Carroll fire Pete Carroll more than I see anything. Pete's hated more than Geno. I don't hate Pete. I don't. Pete walked into a damn cleanup on every aisle in the grocery store. Y'all don't got no patience. Geno don't give a damn. I didn't see Pete Carroll flipping off at none of us, dog. I didn't see Pete Carroll do that shit. I saw Geno do that. And I don't see the anger. I don't see the demonstrative behavior, which y'all go as hard as y'all go on Derek Carr. I don't see that same shit. That just goes to show you guys are soft. Derek Carr's like Egbert, man. Y'all just want to go over there and give him a wedgie and be a bully, man, until a real bully shows up. Ain't that right, Bill? Yeah, it was okay to pick on little Egbert till he started helping us with our homework. Ain't that right, Bill? Letting us copy his notes and shit. Now we making our grades for football. Now you over there picking on him. Now we're gonna pick you up and throw you in the fountain because we had a fountain at our high school. Ain't that right, Sarah? Now we picking your bitch ass and throwing you in the fountain because you're messing with Egbert. Don't mess with him no more, dog, because he's one of us now. He done helped us. That's the difference. Y'all bullies until a real bully show up. Geno just punked you guys. Y'all don't see the energy. I don't see it. That same energy ain't being kept. It's fire Chip. Nothing about Geno. Like I said, but I mean, fired Pete. Nothing about Geno. Or man, y'all need to really do some self-evaluations, bruh. You ain't flipping me off and me give you a pass. No, Geno, stay out there and continue to get hit, bruh. Who knows? Maybe the offensive line ain't blocking on purpose so Geno can get his ass hit. Maybe they said, hey, I saw that guy run up right up the A-gap, man, and hit Geno. Maybe they're like, hey, man, let Geno get his head knocked off, man, for talking all that shit. Wouldn't put it past him. All right, man. Okay. All right, let me get up out of here, y'all. I done been on here long enough, man. Read a couple more questions, and I got to go, bro. Wendy Thompson said Geno gets no love from the nation at this point. I don't agree with that. You know why I don't agree with it? Because I'm looking on here and I don't see the demonstrativeness. I see a whole bunch of Pete Carroll hate, and I don't see no hate for Geno Smith. That's how I know it ain't true. Am I mad at Geno Smith? No. I'm not mad at Geno. In fact, I salute Geno for keeping it 100. All Geno did was confirm what I've been telling you. That Geno don't care about us at all, about the Raiders. I told you. I told you that. I told you that earlier. Geno don't give a shit about us, bro. And now he proved it. Salute to Geno for proving me right. Why am I going to be mad at somebody that I already know what they're going to do, dog? You let a thief in your house and then you mad at him for stealing? Why is he in your house? You know he's a thief. You know he steals, bro. That's what he does. Oh, you didn't think he was gonna steal from you? You know what that shows? Arrogance and stupidity, bro. A crackhead is gonna be on crack. That's what he does. Alcohol is gonna be alcoholic. So it is what it is. Man, where's my bottle of Louis the 14th at, man? My $2,000 bottle. This dude's in the car like this. Man, you know what, man? I think Oscar stole your shit. Oh, man, Oscar wouldn't do that. Then somebody's going to stick up for him. Oh, man, you know Oscar got a problem, bro. That's y'all. Oh, man, you know Geno, man. You know, Geno got a bad rap, man, because, man, Chip didn't give him the right offense. Y'all always caping for somebody who's not a Raider, bro. But a real Raider, y'all go hard on them, dog. All right, man. Okay, Robert Rose with the $5 dono. Thank you, my dog. Raider fan since George Bland, the kicker. When I was little, age 5, fight on. Before my time, dog, but I heard about it. My pops told me about George Bland and told me about Daryl and Monica, you know what I'm saying? The Mad Bomber and the Heidi game and all of that shit. My father told me about all of that. The first NFL game I remember was the Immaculate Reception game. That's the first game that I can remember. That game. Steelers and the damn Immaculate Incompletion. Because my dad and his boys were in there watching the game and whatever, and they were yelling and screaming about it and all that. And I ran, and I just remember Franco Harris picking that ball off that carpet after it hit the ground and shit and running that shit. That's the first memory I ever had. My first memory as a football person was a Raider game that we should have won. I mean, you can't make it up. So, salute to you, bro. You've been a fan a long time, big dog. Salute. You've seen them all. You're a three ringer. You have them all, just like we do. All right, man. You see why the guy in New York punched Geno in his mouth? Yeah, man. Geno's a big talker. I do get it right again. Okay, I do get it right again. Unfortunately, I get it right in ways I don't want to get it right. All right. Okay. All right, man. That's good enough, man. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. It's late. A lot of y'all got to go to work in the morning. Salute you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. My throat is hella sore from yelling and screaming. But hey, man, I feel good. I feel good that the Shield is cleaning house again. I mean, you can only, this right here, I said it last night. It's like the Roach Motel. You roaches with Raider hats come in, but you don't go out. You don't go out, bro. And when you go out in the coffin. Master Checker Filter.